Hey, Frank.
Hey, Eric, right?
It's Ryan.
Damn it, Ryan. Well, tomorrow, October 9th, 2023, it's our first show of Punchlines, and I don't know. I hope we can make it like 200 shows. Do you have any visions
that would be cool.
for the first 200? Yeah.
Obviously, we'll be funny,
Hope so.
Be informative.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we don't break anything on set.
Why would we do that?
And he breaks the desk.
He broke the monitor. He broke the...
Exactly how we drew it up.
Yeah. Yeah, and I hope if we go to sporting events here in town, maybe we don't do stupid bets, right?
I got middled really hard.
Well, if anything, I'm sure that I'll probably never do anything embarrassing in those first 200 episodes.
200 shows will be a breeze. And roll that open.
Welcome. It is high noon in the desert, and this town is big enough for the both of us. Welcome to this new show here at South Point Studios, right in the sports book at the South Point Hotel and Casino. My name is Frank Nicotero, and this is Punch Lines. The punch is for the laughs, hopefully. Lines is for live in Nevada every show. Lines, look at that. Lines is for sports gambling. Punchlines, welcome. Thank you for being here. Someone who is not a guest I'd like to introduce right now because he will be here every episode of Punch Lines. It is our producer, Ryan McCormick. Ryan, looking sharp today. What's happening, my man?
How you guys doing today? Welcome to the South Point studio.
Look at Ryan. I saw him yesterday at a 49ers jersey, no glasses. Today, he looks the part of the Punchlines producer. We were so young back then in October, weren't we? Hello, everybody. Thank you for sticking with us there. And we had a little moment of silence for the first 200 shows there. We're live now. We're here. What's happening? Welcome to the bicentennial episode of Punchlines. The punch is for the jokes. The lines are for the folks who love to follow sports and perhaps wager as well. We are live daily, every day here in the desert. This is the South Point Casino Sportsbook right behind us. We're in the studio right here. 200 shows. Thank you to everyone who have been here since last October. I'm Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fan, and today's show will be marvelous, but not as marvelous as the AFL Championship game on Friday that was played, I'm not joking, in a mall in New Jersey. Ryan, roll this clip. All right, so here we go. AFL Championship, it was the Binghamton... I kind of needed that. Can you grab that real quick? Binghamton Outlaws or the Billings Outlaws. Anyway, they played in a mall. You don't have to crawl on the floor. Hand me the page. All right. You wouldn't know we've done 200 shows so far, have you, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah. So it was played in a mall. I was obsessed with reading stuff over the weekend about this thing. What do you do at halftime of the AFL Championship at the mall? Hey, let's go to the food court. Maybe go to Spencer's Gifts, get a black light. Black light, Ann? Did you ever have a black light? Billings Outlaws, where I believe my mom was born or raised, won the game 45-40 over the Albany Firebirds. And after the game, when people left the mall, they couldn't find their cars. They didn't know where they parked. That's pretty much every time I go to the mall now. It's fun about getting older. All right, behind the glass, ladies and gentlemen, he's like a guy with a 200 sports IQ when it comes to producing the show. He always gives 200%. And for the 200th time, watch this. Green Bay Packers.
Suck.
There you go. It's the producer of the show, Ryan McCormick. Hey, Ryan, 200 episodes. Ryan, 200 episodes, man.
We've made it this far.
We've made it. So you and I technically together have probably done like 190. Give or take.
Yeah, I'd probably take the under on that.
You were on paternity leave. I mean, I missed a day or there with Aubrey, and then I missed 3 days to go shoot. Wait, what happened? But it's 200th show for Punchlines, and we're very excited. So we appreciate it. I see a lot of people already in there. We'll get to you guys in 1 second. Our co-host for the day is Greg Vaughn. Greg Vaughn is probably, I'll tell everyone watching, there's so much press and paparazzi outside for our 200th episode. It's really hard to find parking anywhere or get here. It's just, I know. I'll come out after and sign. Right? Will you come out and sign too? There's some people with bobbleheads out there. They want you to sign.
I don't know how to how to write.
He doesn't know how to write. They don't teach cursive anymore.
Yeah.
Only in California do they teach cursive in schools anymore, I believe. I could be wrong. Anyway, Greg Vaughn is scheduled to be here today. We'll see if Greg gets here. I mean, maybe he rolls in a little late. But yeah, you're a former major leaguer. You can do what you want. All right, we like to start off the day with a little comedy clip of the day, and this is it's a Chicago-related clip.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know if you know this gentleman.
I do not.
Probably not, but I looked. It's only 45 days until kickoff on September 5th of the NFL season. Thursday Night Football. It's the world champion, Super Bowl champ, Chiefs versus Baltimore Ravens. Suck. I'm going to start doing it for Baltimore. There you go. And listen, we're going to do a fantasy league here. And if you're in fantasy football, I'm sure everyone in our chat room is. It's not too soon to start thinking about those punishments.
Yeah.
Which I've never been in a league that punishes last place. It's kind of fun though.
Yeah.
Have you been in one before?
Not a punishment like this.
Okay. We showed a guy who had to audition for the Minnesota Vikings cheerleaders, I think, once.
Yeah.
And this guy lost his fantasy league last year. So guess what the punishment was? He had to go to a Cubs game. That's not the punishment.
Dressed as Frank Nicotero?
No, he's dressed as a clown. Roll the beautiful footage. There he is. I suck at fantasy football. He's drinking some beers with Cubby fans.
Yeah, the sign on the shirt says I suck at fantasy football.
There you go. And by the way, that guy's awesome for doing that.
Yeah,
That's pretty good. So we have to think of something embarrassing. Perhaps we'll pose that to the Punchies on an episode closer to our fantasy draft.
Yeah.
But we need to have something. I will not. I could finish last. I don't know. I haven't played fantasy football like 7 or 8 years. I was in retirement, but I'm coming back out to do it.
Yeah, so let us know in the chat what you think our fantasy football punishment should be.
Yeah, if we could do it early, sure. Let us know now. Why not? Yeah,
we can weave through it. Good ideas today.
Yeah, why not?
Coming up, so
all right, and speaking, yeah, and by the way, and very nice little 200th episode thing there on the corner there. All right, let's take a look. It's time for roll call, Ann. Let's roll the roll call. Roll the roll call footage. Does that make sense? Roll call? Sure, why not? All right, wow. It's just pouring in. Craig Parles, are you going to discuss that today is National Mango Day? I believe that's Jeff Parles' day. We will. We'll get to Did we have mango? We don't. Maybe that's what was supposed to be the other brain day. I was supposed to put mango possibly. We'll do there. We just discussed National Mango Day. We'll get to the national days. Don't worry. Keith Lyle's got a question for Vonnie. How scary is James Harrison today? It's a different sport, though. We'll figure that out. Anyway, Joey B's there. Epic run that Punchline is having. Joey B, you've been a huge part. Thank you very much. Jason McCormick is there. 200. Congrats. Tommy, heyo. There we go. Dean Hilt, congrats on 200. Hope for another 200. Thank you. Joey B, AFL championship should be played in the South Point Convention Hall. Oh, call Steve Stallworth. We could have the AFL championship at the South Point. We have a high enough roof, right?
Yeah.
You know, we went over there for the dressage. We saw some of the dressage. It was free. You know, it's the horses prancing around, right? We were there about 15 minutes. I kind of looked at Cry and went, we've had enough, right? She's like, yep. I'm like, all right, let's go. And then we went and saw Prince. We went and saw Purple Rain, which we'll have him in. Joey B says, Vonnie, I hope Joey B's right. Hopefully Vonnie will show up. Today is Monday. And Craig Parles, I assume that the AFL game was the comedy club. I know. And by the way, it's the two powerhouses, Billings, Montana, and Albany, New York. But thank you, Craig, for watching.
You see Christian in the chat?
Oh, God, no. I can't. You know what happens with this Chromebook? This isn't an Apple computer, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes it just takes a while. Hey, look who's here, ladies and gentlemen. Are you all right, man? He had a little PT time. I have a nice introduction written for him. Hold on. It's our 200th episode. All right. For our 200th episode, we have one of our regulars who had 200 plate appearances on the nose against these Hall of Famers and took pretty much all of them deep. Mike Musina 50 times, Randy Johnson 46, Jack Morris 40, Pedro 22, Nolan Ryan 19, Tom Glavine 13, and Dennis Eckersley 13. Silver Slugger All-Star Greg Vaughn is here, ladies and gentlemen. Yay, Vonnie.
Dang, I feel better since you said that.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. I wanted, because it's our 200th episode today, and I went and looked at all the pitchers you face, and those are all Hall of Famers, and you handled them pretty well.
I don't know about that. At least for one pitch.
Well, here's an interesting thing. I stumbled upon a name that jumped out at me. I noticed reviewing your stats, you faced Patrick Mahomes' dad, Pat Mahomes.
Oh, yeah. Yes, me and Senior, yeah.
Now, do you know your stats against him?
No.
12 plate appearances. So 9 official at-bats, 4 hits, 1 homer, 5 runs, 5 RBIs, 2 walks. That's a 444 batting average.
Can I keep that? Because
can.
I see him a lot. So
Does he live out here or he just travels into Vegas once in a while?
he travels back and forth. And then, when the Chiefs are in town playing the Raiders,
That's right.
we got to get golf in. So
There you go. So, yeah, you hit 444 against him.
I will keep this one.
Okay. Put that with the baseball cards. I know you just rushed in physical therapy on your shoulder.
Yeah, feeling good.
You going to be golfing soon?
Yeah, well, last week I was at Hershey.
Oh, yeah, that's right. How was that? You were in Hershey, PA.
Yeah, the cancer event. So I was chipping him. It started off just putting,
Right.
then chipping, and then 15 yards.
You're not doing the full
20,
windup.
20 yards. 130 as far as I went out.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, don't mess that up, right?
Oh, no. I went to PT today.
Okay.
I feel great. Don, Bob Dontelli,
He's the
one of
best.
Yes. He's the best. I told him, we got to have him on the show. He's old school too, you know what I mean? You got to have him on the show because, he's worked with Agassi and all
Another
those guys.
local guy. Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting side to hear about sports. Yeah, like the medicine side.
Yeah.
Now, what hat do you have on? I see it's a Major League Baseball hat.
Yeah, but it's 916. This is where I'm from.
Oh, that's your area code. All right, you can wear it however you want. I just want.
But it's also 702. I should have like on the side.
Yeah.
So no, I'm 916.
Well, I don't know. Can we see his eyes? Do you see his eyes in, or
Okay,
do you like it backwards or forwards?
This one.
Backwards is good. Yeah. Oh, you can see your beautiful face. So, all right. So it's time for Lines of the Night. We just started. We had a little rocky start on our 200th show, but it's 200 shows. We're pretty happy about it. We do something called Lines of the Night. And since you're here, and it was the Hall of Fame class of 2024 was inducted yesterday. And of course, I'm excited about Jim Leland going in. And here we have. So Ryan, what do you have here? This is what we got.
Yeah, so the shrines of all four, and then the picture that all four took together. So Leland, Adrian Beltre, Todd Helton, and Joe Mauer.
What are your thoughts on those guys? Now, does Scott Rowland, does he belong in the Hall of Fame?
Well, you know what? I'll say this.
Yeah.
Nothing against Scott Rowland.
Yeah.
Great guy. Played with him for a little bit. One of the best third basemen of all time. But where's Gary Sheffield and where's Dave Parker?
Andrew Jones.
Andrew Jones
Should be in there. Now, are you a Dale Murphy guy? Because Dale Murphy.
Dale Murphy, yes.
Right. When we grew up, he was the best player in the league for a long time, or at least those 2 years, I think, back-to-back MVPs.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He was. Dale Murphy. But that's why I said, and Jonathan Ogden's a good friend of mine. So, J.O. says to me, when you play in the NFL, you're a Hall of Famer when all the boxes are checked.
Yeah.
Right. It doesn't matter the color of your skin, what do you do?
Yeah.
The boxes are checked, you're a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
And, his question to me, I said in baseball, it's different because
it is.
The same boxes get checked.
That's true.
And some guys get in and some guys don't. I don't get it.
Yeah. Rowland was a borderline guy. He was the best defensive third baseman. Joe Mauer, I think, won 2 batting titles.
He can hit.
As a catcher. Yeah. And to be a catcher and do that, I think that makes Buster Posey a first ballot Hall of Famer as well with 3 rings, right?
Yep.
And Jim Leland, obviously Nagel was here the day after it was announced, and he said he was texting with Jim Leland, and everyone's happy to see him going.
I was with Gary Sheffield, and he was with Leland yesterday. So.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So, it was good. Jim Leland. Who doesn't like Jim Leland? Who can? He's a baseball guy.
Yeah, he is. He's a lifer.
He's a baseball guy, but also he's a dude. You know what I mean?
Well, the funniest thing about Leland is there was outside of Pittsburgh there was an OTB, off-track betting, right, where you could go bet on horses, and my uncle would go in there, and we'd see Leland there, and he'd just be chain smoking. Oh, Adrian Beltre. Oh, come on.
Oh, you say best third baseman?
Yeah,
there he is.
There he is. But don't touch the top of his head, right? That was the thing you were supposed to touch his head.
Another one, man. Another great guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's he's that dude. And he did it for a long time, and all well deserved. Congratulations to all of them.
Yeah, it's great.
But you asked me, they're missing a couple.
Sheffield, Andrew Jones, I agree. Who was the other one I just said?
Dave Parker.
Parker, come on. Yeah, he should be in there.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad that what some guys have to go through. You know what I mean?
Harold Baines. What's your take on the Harold Baines one?
As a player facing, his teams, you did not want him to come up when it's time to get damage done, because he was that guy. Once again, he was that guy to get, do the damage.
Consistent. His stats you look at every year.
But once again, not taking anything away from Mr. Baines.
Sure.
what are the boxes?
I know. What are the
boxes that need to be checked? Because they were saying even Billy Wagner, and I love Wags. We face each other a lot, and they say, he's borderline.
Yeah.
He's over borderline because he's at 70%, right?
Yeah, he's real close. Yeah, last year.
But it took Lee Smith 700 years to get in.
Yeah, I know.
And his numbers were light years ahead of that.
I don't know what's longer for Lee Smith, the wait he had to wait to get in the Hall of Fame or the walk from the bullpen he used to do. I remember when he'd come to pitch, he would just take that long, slow walk, but he was intimidating.
For something compared to?
Oh.
Compared to this.
Okay. That's all right. It's just Kleenex.
This first, I think it was the walk.
Okay.
And then when they threw him the ball, you catch it, you can see the ball. And then when it went in his hand, you couldn't see the ball anymore until it's coming out after you. You know what I mean?
Massive hands.
But once again, another great guy, but why does he have to wait? Why did he have to wait so long?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? I just, either the boxes are checked or they're not checked.
I know what you're saying. In football, it's a little more clear cut usually, right? Yeah. In baseball, it's just,
But, I mean, if they're going to go on the same parameters for everyone else, don't keep the other ones out.
I agree. Trust me, I agree with everyone that should be in that you said. Any borderline? Who's your favorite Hall? Your Cubby, I guess, like Sandberg, and who's some Hall of Famers that you saw play? Actually,
he wasn't born.
Yeah, he was. I just realized that they haven't retired yet. Forget how young he is, Greg.
I don't. I forgot to go on the board. I was at the Aviators game. I forgot to go in there.
And Alex said that when she was here last week, she heard you were here. She heard you were at the Aviators game. She ran upstairs, and you had already taken off.
I went to see Keegan downstairs, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Keegan?
Colasar, for the Knights.
Yeah. We have a poster of him, don't we?
Yeah. We do? Where's the poster?
Well, I got when we went to a game. Yeah, they gave a poster away, and I brought it up, and Ryan put it on the wall.
That was from the Penguins game.
That was the Penguin game. That the Penguins were up 2-0. I started talking trash, and then Knights came back and won 3-2.
See?
Yep. I haven't learned. My lesson.
No. You see?
Do you need some water? We can get you some water. Oh, you have water over there? Okay, good. Because I know you. Oh, you.
Let me take the straw off because that I'm a little bit more manly than that.
No, wait. Can we see you drink out of the straw? I bet you look manly drinking out of the straw. Come on, drink out of the straw. All right. So, what's your line of the night, Ryan?
So my line of the night isn't technically from over the weekend.
Okay, that's all right.
It was a Brooks Gate stat that came out this morning. So these guys.
Oh wow.
These 8 hitters this season are the only 8 hitters to so far hit a home run in each of the 9 innings of a game. So Christopher Morale, Isaac Paredes, Joe Adele, Marcell Ozuna, Michael Toglia, O'Neal Cruz, Rafael Devers, and Ryan Jeffers.
That's interesting.
With this one, Vonnie, do you know which inning you hit the most homers in?
Do you know the answer to this?
I do.
Oh,
you do?
Wow, I didn't know about this special 200th episode stat.
The most I would like to consider myself.
I'm going to take a guess too.
You guess first.
I'm just thinking you batted 4th, maybe 3rd, 4th. I'm thinking 2nd inning.
Usually 3rd is the first inning, but that's close enough. but
I'm thinking you were batting 4th. Did you hit 3rd more?
Well, 4th and 5th sometimes too early. So it could
be. I'm going to go early, 1st or 2nd inning. Yeah, but let's see what you think.
I'm going to say I like to do my damage when the game is on the line.
Right,
so I'm going to say either 7th or 8th.
Okay.
What's the answer?
The answer is the 2nd inning.
That's what I guessed.
You hit 57 home runs in the 2nd inning. In the 1st inning, you hit 36. We have a graphic for it.
Oh, we have a graphic.
Yeah,
nice.
It's 5. You also hit 4 home runs in extra innings.
Oh.
So in the 1st inning, 36, 2nd inning, 57, 3rd inning, 37, 4th inning, 44, 5th inning, 41, 6th inning, 45, 7th inning, 32,
Wow.
8th inning, 30, and the 9th inning, you hit 29 home runs.
See, I didn't get pitch hit for, you know what I mean?
That's right. That's an awesome. That's all. You got to send that graphic to him. We have to send that to you. The extras, 4 and extras. Walk-off shots that you remember, or were those top or bottom of the inning?
Well, I think I've had a couple walk-offs. I'm not sure. He was filthy too. For Seattle, Billy Swift. I mean, his sinker.
Oh, I remember him.
Oh, it's like taking a bowling ball. I wore 2 shin guards that day. You know what I mean? Because there's a good chance it could go off the back leg or the front leg.
I remember him.
And I think I hit a grand slam early in It might have been my first walk-off in Milwaukee.
Nice. Very nice. That's a great stat. Well done, Ryan. I said second inning because I assumed you hit cleanup most of the time. So I look at that. I guess all right. But a lot of clutch stuff. A lot of clutch. That's 355 homers. That's a lot. It's a great graphic, Ryan. Nice one.
I also have another.
All right.
But the next one won't have a graphic.
All right, but going back to that thing where the homer in every inning, O'Neal Cruz has done it. Joe Adell, who's a guy the Angels have been waiting to break out for years, right? Top prospect. There was a guy on that list I never heard of. Tolio?
Michael Toglia? Yeah.
Who is that?
For the Rockies?
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm familiar. I was not familiar with that name, or familiar, as we say in Pittsburgh. But, I mean, Devers, and I never heard of him, but that's a great stat, too. Again, Brooks Gate, who we had on the show on Friday, that's the kind of stuff he does.
Yeah, someone was wondering where Aaron Judge is on the list. Aaron Judge has yet to hit a home run in the second inning this year.
Very random. That was someone had a question on that?
Yeah.
I love it.
Comment,
all right, speaking of Aaron Judge, that's my line of the night. How about that? Nice segue, Ryan. Aaron Judge now has 292 career homers. That's more than any player in their first 1,000 games. And he's done it in his 934th game. So he still has a way to go to add to that total. So it says 13 more than any other player. Do you know who had the record of most homers within their first 1,000 games? He's retired now. He's a slugger, won a ring, I believe, played with the Phillies.
Is a slugger?
Recent slugger for the Phillies. Just dropped off fell off the earth, too.
I believe won a home run derby.
I think he went. Actually, I saw him. No, not Tommy. First baseman.
Shoot.
That's all right. That's all right. It's 200. It's okay.
Shoot.
Younger guy. I mean, after
it was one of my favorite players growing up.
Yeah.
What's that mean? But I'm just trying to say.
Just he's played in the early 2000s.
His character name is also on The Office. There's a character he shares the same name, first and last name.
He had more than it.
He had the record for most homers in his first 1,000 games. He had 279. Judge broke the record.
Oh, Howard.
Ryan Howard. There you go.
Yeah,
kind of a forgotten guy. That guy was a monster when he played.
Dude. Hey, I seen him last year. He's still a monster.
Yeah.
By the way, you know what I mean? He's still a monster.
2006 All-Star game played in Pittsburgh. I don't think that's when he won the Derby, but he might have actually.
2006 is when he won the MVP.
I was in an elevator with him. Me and my buddy Mike O'Day, we were in an elevator because I was working the All-Star game doing festivities, and we were in the elevator with Ryan Howard. Couldn't have been a nicer guy.
Yeah, no, great guy. Like I said, for the most part, 99.9% of the guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, you know what I mean?
And the best guy I met during my All-Star game was Bill Madlock. Remember Bill Madlock for the Pirates and Cubs and Giants, 3 batting titles. He was hysterical.
Hey, I mean, that team was one of my favorite teams growing up.
79 Buccos?
We are family.
We are family, baby. Willie Stargell. And I saw something interesting. Ohtani hit a homer yesterday. Didn't technically go out of Dodger Stadium, right? It kind of went like just over the pavilion. Through the pavilion. Yeah, it didn't go out. And everyone's like, oh, who's hit homers out of Dodger Stadium? Piazza's done it. Stanton's done it.
Probably Mondesi.
No, it's not Raul Mondesi. But the first player to do it was Stargell, and he did it twice. Stargell was the only guy that did it. Then McGuire did it, Piazza, Stanton. Fernando Tatis Jr. Yeah, he did it. And that's interesting when I saw Tatis Jr. had done it because his dad also has an amazing record at Dodger Stadium.
2 home runs, grand slam, same inning.
In the same inning. That'll never be broken. Maybe someday tied. But
not broken. The pitcher won't be out there. He won't be out there that long.
He won't be able to throw 3. Anyway, that's Lines of the Night. Some interesting stuff. Nice job on all those stats. Did you have something for Greg Vaughn now, or is it later in the show?
I mean, we could do it now.
Yeah, let's do it now. We got him here.
So, in the spirit of episode 200, do you know?
You didn't.
Do you know? Well, I don't have a graphic for it, but do you know?
It must not be good.
Do you know what pitcher you hit your 200th home run off?
Much better.
Oh,
I thought you were going to say, who did you hit 200 against or something? Like, don't do that.
We don't have that much time.
200th homer. Wow. Do you remember what team? What team was he on when he did it?
So he was with the Padres.
Okay.
This was in the 1998 season.
Good year.
You hit 2 in the same game. You hit your 199th and 200th in the same game.
Oh my God, Ryan, this is great.
Darryl Kyle?
No.
The late Darryl Kyle, right?
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Because I had 2 home runs before the All-Star game in 98.
So this was basically right at the start of the year in 98.
Who was the team? Did you say
Is he
the
lefty
team?
or righty?
Let me look at that real quick.
Well, can we give him the team, or is that too much?
So against the Giants, April 14th, 1998.
Early in the season. You said righty or lefty, or we don't know?
Let me figure that out real quick.
It has to be righty. It's either Double D, Danny Darwin, maybe.
Righty.
Danny Darwin. Was it Danny Darwin?
It was not.
Giants, Jason Schmidt. I'm trying to think.
Gardner.
Mark Gardner.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Yeah, I knew because I remember the second one. Yeah, he threw right at my head.
He was upset about the first homer.
Yeah. I had a good weekend going. It was really it was Dusty. Every time I looked in the dugout, Dusty was like, and that's the Godfather.
He's the best. Yeah,
from my hometown.
Yeah.
So, I remember that because another. It was ironic because
buzzed you, and then you got him again.
Oh, hat off like everywhere.
Really?
But I have all my people in the stands. I'm from Sacramento.
Right. Exactly.
Right? So then I hit the second home run.
200.
And it hit the foul pole. So.
Oh, so did you get the ball?
Yeah, I got the ball.
Oh, nice.
But then we have Dan Maselli, Pirate.
Yeah, Dan Maselli, really pitcher, yeah.
Vonnie, who you want? Vonnie, who you want?
What do you mean?
To throw at?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Vonnie, who you want? No, Barry always gets hit.
Yeah.
No big deal. Jeff Kent.
Jeff Kent. All right.
And I swear to God, I got to do this like this.
Stand up. All right, here we go.
Maselli didn't play it. I mean, Maselli.
Yeah.
He walks in from bullpen.
Yeah.
Hits the ball. I mean, he hit him right in the neck. Right in the neck.
Did the benches clear?
Because you knew someone was going to get.
Yeah, you had to retribution.
No, they didn't. No.
Okay, they took it.
But Jeff Kent jumped up, and like he was going to go, and the ball was like right here. Maselli was like, Jeff Kent said, ran to first base because Dan Maselli was Golden Gloves. Too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to mess with Dan Maselli then.
No, and he was a little bit crazy.
Okay.
That was my man. Especially with that Jersey accent.
I remember him. Yeah, I remember Dan Maselli. Jeff Kent is another guy, borderline Hall of Famer. I think when he retired, didn't he have the most homers as a second baseman? He might have.
Well, I mean, if you're going, he checked all the boxes.
I know for second base.
He didn't have to be liked. You don't have. I mean,
him and Barry hated each other.
Well, yeah, a lot of people probably hated both of them.
Yeah, exactly.
But like I said, me and Barry never had any problems. Jeff Kent was just quiet. I mean, maybe he's misunderstood. I don't know. I don't. Anybody I got to try to take out, I'm not going to be friends with.
No, why did Dan Maselli walk like this?
Because I think he just let him know he had a pair, and when he jumped up,
right,
like to go get,
he realized
he was 2 feet away, and be careful for what you wish for.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Because
I didn't know he was a Gold Glove boxer.
Oh, he's still to this day, Maselli. He's the funniest dude ever. His wife beat her on every day. He's the best.
I remember him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is our 200 show, July 22nd, 2024. And the national days today are National Rat Catcher Day, National Hammock Day. Do you like a hammock or do you hate hammocks?
I haven't really thought about it that much.
I have a hard time getting in and out of them.
Oh, yeah, that's tricky.
Yeah, it's tricky. I've done the fly, you're I'm on the beach, this will be fun. No.
Yeah,
just give me a chair.
See, I need shade first.
Yeah, right.
So if the hammock is in shade,
right.
I'm in.
Okay. And it's also World Brain Day. I guess I skipped Mango Day. I apologize to Jeff Parles' dad. So we combined them all, and it's Ezekiel Elliott's birthday. We put him in the machine, and here's what we came out with. There's Ezekiel Elliott with a big brain. His brain is so big, he went back to the Dallas Cowboys. Might be a good move or not. And there he is catching rats, I assume?
Yeah.
And then what was the other one? There's no. He's laying in a hammock in the one.
But how do you get rat catching day?
I don't know. It's these national days are it's ridiculous. A lot of radio shows talk about them, but no one else but us take them, combine them into one with a celebrity birthday. And Ezekiel Elliott, that's what we get. And Zeke's back with the Dallas Cowboys, which a lot of fans are happy about. Is he done? I don't know. He's only, how old did he turn today? I think he's 29. I think he was born in 95. He's only like 29 and talk about him like he's an old man.
I hate the Cowboys.
So do I.
I hate the fans.
Yeah, I hate them all.
It's not so much the Cowboys, it's the fans.
The fans are obnoxious. For fans that haven't won anything since 96.
Oh, the worst.
Beat the Steelers, damn it. We don't care how
I was with Greg Lloyd. I forgot to tell you that.
Wait, Greg Lloyd, number 95?
I was with him all weekend.
No, wait. Oh, was he in Hershey with you?
Yeah, he's the best.
I told you, he lived 2 doors down from my uncle. He wasn't very talkative to the neighbors.
He wasn't?
No, he wasn't. He said he'd be out there with his shirt off, washing his car. People, he'd just kind of give him a heads up. Didn't want to talk, but he was. But they said he'd wash his car with his shirt off.
Were these women or guys telling you this?
Guys.
Okay, there we have it.
That's why he didn't want to talk.
Oh yeah, he was waiting for the. My uncle's wife did leave him for Greg Lloyd. I didn't mention that, no. But they say he was just massive.
You know who? I'm friends with a lot of the Steelers. You know,
I like him.
Quick question for you.
Yes.
Biggest catch in Steelers history.
Well, I was there for it. If you want to talk, the Immaculate Reception. But I was there for Santonio Holmes' catch. I was in Tampa at the game.
I was with Santonio.
No way.
Last week, best guy in the world.
Oh man.
He's another one. But the biggest human being I've ever seen in my life.
It's not Ogden. Bigger than Ogden.
Played middle linebacker
for Pittsburgh. James Harrison. Debo.
James Harrison's not middle linebacker.
Okay, well, geez. Is it a Steeler? Is that what you're talking about?
LeVon Kirkland.
Oh, Kirkland, yeah, 99. LeVon Kirkland was a big man.
I mean, he had to turn sideways to walk through both those double doors. And to be able to run like that is crazy.
He was great. And he wore that neck protector. He had that big white thing around his neck. He was bad. Yeah, he was.
Another good, my friends, he texted me all the way up, Mike Merriweather.
Loved Mike Merriweather. I ended up going to the Vikings after the Steelers and still had a good career there, too. It's another guy, borderline. That guy had a hell of a career.
Better dude, once again.
Yeah, better dude.
All
That's
these
what I
guys
like
are
to
good
hear.
guys.
That's what I like to hear. All right, as you know, it's show 200, ladies and gentlemen. So we went back to look at show 100, and we had a very special guest that day. We had the one and only Lunel. Do you know Lunel, comedian? You'll recognize her right away if you don't. But anyway, she was supposed to be here on show 99, but she had to postpone her appearance one day because she was off doing something with Dave Chappelle, and she talked to little Eddie Murphy and her Netflix special. So looking back at episode 100, no Dan Maselli in this, just Lunel. Here we go.
And by the way, yes, it is Leap Day.
It's Leap Day, yeah.
But it's also the last day of Black History Month.
It is.
Ironically, here I am. Hello.
Well, we saved this special day for you.
Yeah, right.
We got that extra day, and we got the Lunel show. Now, wait, you were supposed to be here yesterday, but there was a scheduling conflict, so that's why we made it leap year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You were doing something with, I don't know, why, Lisa, you had something
I
else?
was traveling.
You were traveling, but we got you here now. We're happy.
I was out with Chappelle in Yellow Springs.
That's what I heard.
Chappelle just opened a club out there. It's fabulous.
Oh, I thought you were saying the F word there for a second.
No, calm down. And then Donnell Rollins just dropped his Netflix
I watched
special.
some of it last night, actually.
So I was out there for the screening.
Very nice. I watched some of it last night because Chappelle's
Have you watched mine?
I have. It's in the queue. So now I'm aware of you. I've known who you are for years.
You have not watched my special. What type of research did you do?
I know who you are. All right, I'll tell you this. I was going to tell you. First of all, the Dolomite movie. Let's talk about the Dolomite movie. Or Coming to America 2.
Eddie Murphy movies in 1 year.
Right, and he was my hero growing up. I watched Delirious probably 1,000 times. What's it like working with Eddie Murphy?
Have you had Eddie on your show?
Is he on? Is he booked, Ryan?
No.
Not yet.
I can answer that.
Okay.
But
no,
I'm here, but you ain't watched my... Ladies and gentlemen.
Talk to them.
Forget Nick, or whatever his name is, Frank.
There you go. The one and only Lunel, ladies and gentlemen. Stop by. You can catch her at the Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club, where she does a residency here in Vegas once or twice a month. Check it out. Ryan, what's going on in the chat room?
Christian was wondering, does Greg know where Jim Leland got the nickname Hump from?
That's right. His nickname was Hump. And I don't know if Christian remembers. I think Rich Donnelly, do you know Rich Donnelly was a coach for a long time? He told us this story, and I don't remember, but he called him Hump. Because he would tell these Jim Leland stories. He goes, then Hump lights up a heater, which is a cigarette. And he would just tell all these stories about Jim Leland, by the way, did some things we can't talk about on the air either. But I don't know where he got the nickname. Does Christian know?
He says that you know.
I can't remember. Tell him I don't remember. I don't remember.
Well, I mean, he's in the chat, so he can.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember. Yeah, he's watching. The deep cut. I don't remember.
All right. Do you have a second account?
No, why?
Frank the Blade?
No, that's someone calling me the Blade because who did that?
No, the account name is Frank the Blade.
Someone did that.
Will my Pirates trade for Luis Robert?
That's a question for Greg?
That's just
or for me.
What Frank the Blade asked.
I have no idea I don't know who's doing that. That was my nickname. There was a pitcher back in the day named Larry McWilliams. Remember, a lefty? And he had the same windup as me when I pitched. So
He had the same as you?
I
Okay.
had the same as Larry McWilliams.
There you go.
So he was Mac the Knife. So I was Nick Nicotero the Blade. And there are people to this day only call me the Blade. So I don't know.
Christian said Engelbert Humperdinck.
Oh, he looked like Engelbert Humperdinck or something?
I guess.
He also said, can you guys do a split screen with Frank's hair 100 episodes ago and today?
I want to see what you look like 100 episodes.
We'll show you. We'll end the show with another look at that. Jeff Kent, 354 homers. Next closest is Robinson Cano with 335.
Episode 200. See that?
So Kent did have the most homers when he were for second baseman.
Yes.
All time.
Still has the most.
More than Sandberg, more than Cano. Jeff Kent, I think he won an MVP in there too with the Giants. I mean, that's a guy, borderline Hall of Famer.
MVP. Yeah, I mean, did he check the boxes?
Checks a lot of them. It is time for Picks at 12:36. Ann, did we play? We played it. All right. Picks at 12:36. Ann is leaving. She's starting out.
Punchline picks at
Engelbert Humperdinck. All right, I dropped the ball. Sorry, Hanson. Jesus. All right, picks for 12:36. Ryan, do you have anything for today?
Well, today, the one thing I was looking at is the Mets going against the Marlins today.
Oh, they burned me last week.
David Peterson is on the mound for the Mets, and he is a lefty. And the one thing we know about the Marlins is that they cannot beat left-handed starting pitching. This was one of my picks last week going against the Astros. So the Mets are a minus 142 favorite on the money line here at the South Point. I will be going with the run line price, getting a plus money 110 price. So the Mets minus the 1.5 against the Marlins.
And do you know how mad I was on Friday when we read that Brooks Gate thing about how the White Sox have lost 9 games? They've lost 9 straight years on their first game after the All-Star break. Brooks Gate showed us that. And they were playing the Royals, and I loved that bet. You took the Royals minus 1.5. Final score 9-1?
Yeah.
9-1. I forgot to bet it. I was so pissed. And then the Cardinals, who had also...
Yeah, the Cardinals.
They got rained out.
Yeah.
So I went to the next day, and I think they actually won game 1 of the doubleheader.
Yeah.
So we really can't count that. But the White Sox... the Royals won on the run line every game. I think they swept them over the weekend and crushed them. And I loved it, and I didn't bet it, and I gave a stupid pick. But I'll give one pick for today. Just watch the Phillies play against the Pirates. Pirates took 2 out of 3 from the Phillies. Pirates look good. They got fooled by that junk-throwing rookie yesterday. But Ranger Suarez, his first start since the All-Star break, where he's got some rest. And Ranger Suarez is going. He's 10-4, but we know he started, way better than that. But anyway, Minnesota's a sexy pick to have a good second half. It's in Minnesota. But the Phillies coming off losing that series to the Pirates, short flight to Minnesota. I like the Phillies. Ober going for the Twins, but I do like the Phillies. Minus around 115.
113 here, yeah.
113. I'll go with the Phillies on the road. I think Suarez comes back after a nice long rest and beats the Twins. Twins are a good team, but Phillies still unbelievable.
Well, who's pitching for the Twins?
A guy named Ober.
Bailey Ober.
Bailey Ober, that's
There
it.
you go.
I almost called him Ken Ober. Does anyone remember Ken Ober? And Ken Ober was the host of the game show Remote Control.
Who do the Dodgers have?
Ryan, do you have it in front of you?
The Dodgers are playing the Giants in LA.
The hated ones.
Blake Snell is on the mound for the Giants.
Oh, boy. Blake, I'll tell you what. Here are Kevin's picks. The guy you like, Kevin Belenkoff, who sends me picks when he puts them in. For you. And I send him to Vonnie. He likes Texas minus 1.5 plus the 125. He likes Texas White Sox over 8. That seems low for a White Sox game. Is Crochet going? No.
They have
Fetty's going. Fetty's pitching.
What is it?
Fetty versus Lorenzo.
He likes Texas White Sox over 8.
Over?
Yeah, he likes over 8. He likes Kansas City minus 1.5. Who's Kansas City playing again?
The D-backs.
The D-backs. He likes Boston, Colorado over 10 and Oakland, Houston over 8.5. So a lot of overs from Kevin Belenkoff. Now, Kevin does his homework, does his studying. It's a coincidence that he's doing a lot of overs, that I love overs. But, yeah, and I texted him and sent him to him.
Okay.
But he seems to like Texas minus 1.5, Texas White Sox game. Everyone's taking the run line against the White Sox. I mean, honestly, they're going to dump Fetty, Crochet, Luis Robert. They're going to be even easier to bet against probably within a week because the trading deadline's the 31st.
Can you run over those one more time?
Yeah, sure. He likes Texas minus 1.5 plus 125, Texas White Sox over 8, Kansas City minus 1.5, which is plus 135. And then 2 overs, Boston, Colorado over 10, Oakland, Houston, 8.5. So I know Tommy's in the chat room. He'll let Kevin know that we shouted those out. Frank the Blade. I don't know who has a burner account doing that. Who is doing that? Do you know?
I don't.
All right, Frank the Blade, identify yourself. Will my Pirates trade for Luis Robert Jr.? I hope so. We got to make some trades. What was it like hearing your name at trade deadlines? What was it like? It was probably nerve-wracking and annoying.
I think the first time getting traded to San Diego,
right?
At least they called you in the office and told you.
Yeah.
When I got traded to the Yankees, I had to find out through my ex-wife calling the clubhouse phone and saying, you just got traded to the Yankees.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Was this when you were at the Reds?
No, this is when I was with the Padres.
Oh, when the Padres and the Yankees.
Yeah, before I hit 50 the next year.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Yankee doctor, you didn't pass the physical. Yeah, and you hit 50.
Yeah.
Okay, Ryan put him in the chat. Thank you, Ryan. There you go. All right, so should we do the montage here and then post? What do you think?
Sure.
Let's do the montage. Drew Dog puts a lot of work into these. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Drew Dog with 5 Gs now. Is it 5 or 6? We give you 6?
It's 5G squared.
5G squared. So it's like 25 Gs because he keeps producing. So anyway, the Monday montage, I actually have friends that look forward to this. I know fans do as well. Andrew puts a lot of work into these. These are highlights from last week's shows. Here we go. Today's Monday montage, courtesy of Drew Dog. Roll it, aim. The number one pick, the one everyone talks about every day. Caitlin. What county do you live in? Caitlin Clark. She plays for the Indiana
Jones.
Well, Courtney, she bet Alex Bohm. She goes, I like Alec Baldwin to win. I go, it's not Alec Baldwin.
No way she said that.
I said, it's Bohm. She goes, Baldwin. I go, he's a long shot. You're really going to make me put money on this? Would have paid like $240.
I mean, he's explosive either way.
Yeah, right. He took a shot. Let's just say that. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, too soon?
Bronny, more likely than not, is going to go play in El Segundo for the G League team for at least a little bit.
I lost my wallet there once.
You also lost your wallet in Las Vegas in your own dresser. But that's a different story for a different time.
Ryan, because it was thrust upon you, what's your line of that?
Phrasing.
There's not a lot of Esthers around anymore, right?
Yeah, they're dead. They all died tragically, and I know that because when I was single, every time I'd meet a guy, like we're at a bar, and they'd be like, "Oh, my great-great-grandmother, she's also Esther and died of tuberculosis," and then I started hearing about like all kinds of fun diseases. So yes, my name is Ancient.
All I cared about was Paul Skeens, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I cared about.
What? We're shocked.
Yeah, I know.
Can't believe it.
Remember when I said I was so happy Alex is back?
Oh, shoot. I'll be back Friday, too, Frank.
Sunday, we got Bubbles, we got Harry Potter.
You commented the brownie face.
I did?
Yeah, you like hit your keyboard and you sent a comment and you did not realize it.
How did I do that? I had a bitch an orange Mustang and then I drove. You know how many chicks I got in that thing? 0. Okay.
And we had a hamster named Roger that got a hernia. And I know that till the day that I die that my father loves me and my brothers because he bucked up and paid for a hamster hernia surgery.
No, he did
the
not.
The veterinarian goes, I've never done this before. He might die.
He survived the surgery.
Yeah.
How did they diagnose? What was he lifting? Was he lifting too many wood chips?
His one leg
was running on the wheel too hard?
No, it was a different kind of hernia.
Why'd you go with Chewie and Juan? I just love seeing Chewbacca. Because I saw it, I kept looking at it. I'm like, is his nickname Chewie? I'm not sure. And I'm looking at the little picture of Chewie.
He's also 6'7", and
he's 6'7", right? And he's part Wookiee. And who's Juan? Who's Juan then in this scenario? Juan Soto. Oh.
He's also in the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame.
Well, I think I'm in that. I think anyone can get in that. You just hit a wiffle ball over a fence and you're in. Hey, yeah, come on in, eh? Where are you? What city are you in?
Oh, man. It's like he's hearing us and then we're getting like 10 seconds behind and tries to catch up.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have Jordan there. We made him run a mile to get somewhere. Jordan, welcome to the show, man. How are you feeling?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Awesome.
My God.
Awesome.
We feel so bad that you had to run all over the place looking for the best Wi-Fi set there.
I mean, I don't know if it was that amazing, but the one I posted one yesterday, how many people live within 5 miles of every MLB stadium. And right after I started, I was like immediately regretting doing it. I was like, this is going to take me forever. But
proximity to the nearest Costco.
Like that one. Now, how do you think you're at Costco one day and you're like, I wonder how close Major League Baseball teams are.
Exactly.
Another great Monday montage from Drew Dog. Outstanding.
It was.
Always no shortage of material of me looking dumb. I just got it. Juan Soto, Han Solo. Quick. You don't get to 200 shows without being quick like that. All right, Greg. It's time for Post with Punchlines. If you want to sound the horn, do you want to yell sound the horn or do you want me to do it? Uh-oh.
Sound the horn.
There it is, Ann. All right. Do you ever bet the horses over here at the race?
I had 2 horses. The best day of my life is when I got rid of them.
So wait, owning horses is like owning a boat. The greatest day is the first day and the last day. Or
You know what? They never lost, though. You know what
They
I mean?
never lost?
They never lost, and they won. But the best part about mine was a vet was my partner.
Okay.
So I didn't have to accumulate
No
those
vet bills.
no vet bills.
Do you remember the names of your horses?
Oh, I can't remember. I got to find.
You can't remember? That's a good name for a horse. I can't remember. Coming down the stretch, it's I can't remember. And winning, I can't remember.
Going down in the saddle and paddock is the best thing ever, though.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, I went and saw some horses here. There's always horse events here at the South Point. Make sure you come out to the arena. Air-conditioned paddock and stables here. I told Michael Gahn, the owner of the hotel, he was crazy for putting a horse arena in. He did it anyway, and now it's the biggest place for horse events.
My daughter rides, but they don't do dressage here, though.
They do. That's what we saw on Saturday. We went and saw the prancing. They do it here. They were the Mustang, the medallion. Yeah. Dressage.
Dressage.
Dressage. Well, we went and saw the horses prancing. How about prancing horses? Saw some horses prancing, and I was like, okay, that's good.
Was it English?
I think is English style. Where they were
Saddle.
Yeah, they had saddles. Yeah,
No.
Western. No, Western is you don't wear a saddle. You don't use a saddle.
Yeah, you do. Bareback is when you don't. Bareback?
So
Bareback is no saddle.
I'm familiar with that. Familiar. Now, they had saddles and
but
they had
they have the horn. Western has the horn.
What
they
are
didn't
we doing right now?
I don't know. What? We're talking about dressage. I don't know.
He's talking about bareback.
Moving on. Okay, time for posts. Let's start with the WNBA. Is that where we're starting?
Yeah.
It's a big all-star game over the weekend. WNBA versus Team USA. And what happened?
Well, so the first one we're going to look at is actually the crowd in Phoenix.
Yeah, show the crowd.
Sold out game. Full arena. Because everybody's getting to see Team USA for the women, and obviously some of the biggest stars that got snubbed from Team USA for Team WNBA. That was
made it back.
That was what the crowd looked like.
Right.
But yeah, you saw the final score: 117-109.
5-point underdogs.
WNBA,
one straight
Team
up.
USA. Yeah,
that was a good game. All right, I watched the game, and we'll talk about that in a minute with Monday's headlines. But anyway, what else do we have with the WNBA?
So after the game, Angel Reese was walking off the court.
This was great. This is my favorite moment of the weekend.
A fan holding a sign with a bunch of Reese's taped to it, asking her to make a trade.
So anyway, this little girl proves if you eat a lot of Reese's peanut butter cups, you might be able to get one of the most famous WNBA players' shoes out of it. Angel gave her the shoes. She said, I ate all this candy. Could I please have your shoes? And then she signed them. So great move by Angel Reese.
Yes.
They paint her to be the villain. You know, she's the villain right now. But she's such a great player, and she's a great girl. You see in interviews, she's great.
That's media.
Yeah, it's the media. They got to have, right? They got to have the rivalry. Got to have Bird versus Magic.
Angel Reese became the first rookie in WNBA All-Star history to record a double-double.
Wow. There you go. Caitlin actually didn't have a good game.
Not shooting-wise.
Not shooting-wise. I think she was 0 for 9 from the three-point line. Yeah, she had a lot of assists.
4 points, 10 assists.
Right.
Arike Ogunbowale had 34 points. Yeah, set a record in the All-Star game.
And her brother's the Texan who kicked the extra point.
Dare Ogunbowale.
Boom. I knew you'd have the name on the tip of your tongue.
I watched the skills contest, too. Did you see that?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Now, real quick, baseball All-Star game, they need to do that. They used to, I believe, do some sort of skills thing, right? Because I saw an old clip of Benito Santiago at an All-Star game. It looked like Dodger Stadium. He had his Padre uniform on, those tan pinstripes, and he was throwing down a second through a hole. So I don't know when that was from. Was there a skill?
How much time do you have to do all this?
A lot. Why? No, why?
I'm saying
we should have a skills, right?
Well, I think they replaced it with the futures game.
Yeah. Okay, maybe that's why. I think they need to go back to the skills thing. That'd be fun.
That's a long, long day.
So no, you don't think the players want it?
No.
No, they don't. The Derby's enough?
Derby's enough.
Did you watch the Derby?
Yeah, it was more tolerable this year because it wasn't as long.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was nice.
Yeah, it wasn't 4 hours.
And why can't I remember who won? Oh, Teoscar Hernandez. That's right. Boy, Pete didn't do so well. Alonzo did not do well. Are we sticking with the WNBA? I forget.
So not the WNBA, but NBA, Team USA.
Yeah.
So they're over in Abu Dhabi, but they gave each player gets their own backpack with their own number on it, kind of like club baseball or high school sports. But they got a special badge that shows you the other players that also wore that number for Team USA.
That's really cool. Yeah, that's really neat. That's a lot of history right there, and you can see Steph and LeBron checking it out.
Draymond Green, Kevin Garnett.
He's wearing Draymond Green, Garnett.
That's dope.
Coach Kerr.
It's
a lot of Hall of Famers on one badge.
Shaq, Chris Mullin, Chris Paul.
You can actually see they're genuinely impressed. Like, that's a really cool thing. And look at all these greats that came before us.
But also, my mom wore it in high school. It's also a family number of mine. My father wore it. 15, Magic.
That's my blackjack number.
Hello.
Because of Nagel, 15.
I'm the young guy.
Was that Tatum wearing 15, dude?
Not a bad number to get thrown.
Oh, Penny Hardaway.
Oh, Booker, Devin Booker, yeah.
Pat Ewing, and the great Bill Russell.
Jimmy Butler, Tyson Chandler, Chauncey Billups, Carlos Boozer. Ooh, AI. That's a pretty solid list.
That's a great list.
When you see Steph Curry like amazed by something, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. But they're all excited to be there. You know,
they are.
For you know, this is the first time where they really care.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we talked about this when you were here. We were both shocked that Steph Curry had never been on an Olympic team before.
Yeah.
Because the Warriors were always going deep in the playoffs. He wanted rest, then COVID. So I feel like they're going to do it for this is like Steph's gold medal, right?
Well, I think another point to add is LeBron's going to be the
I was going to
flag
say
bearer.
that, yeah.
And so I do think that they're really trying to give these guys that are about to be at the tail end of their careers one final gold medal run.
And it's Steph Curry who nominated LeBron to carry the flag.
Well, he
started a video or something.
It's everybody.
Yeah.
All the Olympians nominated LeBron to do it.
Yeah, exactly. They voted on it, but I think it was Curry who put his name out there or something. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I would actually maybe thought, I guess, LeBron is the one who should do it.
Either him or Biles.
Yeah, Simone Biles should, making that comeback.
Yeah.
Can't wait to watch her.
Yeah, either. You couldn't go wrong with either one, but it's a good gesture from the rest of the athletes.
It is.
And I like I said, for me, I just like the fact that everyone's honored to wear.
Yeah,
their
USA.
Country. Yeah, so that was important for me.
And I think the female track team, they'll be there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we showed their jerseys, I think, a week ago.
Yeah.
So,
do they have jerseys?
They look nice. That's all I'm going to say. There were two very attractive girls that were wearing. It was a very awkward clip, as I was pointed out to when I got home. It was like, that was really weird. And I was like,
I didn't see them. Can I see the jerseys?
Well, maybe we'll end the show with it. We'll end the show with those. All right, what's next, Ryan?
So now going to a little baseball action. This one became kind of more apparent over the weekend. There's a guy pitching in rookie ball for the Atlanta Braves.
Look at his line.
Who has 3 innings pitched in 10 games.
Right.
Anybody want to take a guess at what his ERA is?
It's 60. So look at this. He had 28 walks, 35 wild pitches, 4 hit by pitch, 20 earned runs, and 3 fielding errors in 3 chances.
Yeah.
So they must really say, okay, he's got a magic arm to put up with that.
Yeah.
Francisco V. Take a shot at it.
Oh my God.
Vicioso.
Sure, that works for me. You got to name him Wild Thing after that, and of course,
how hard does he throw? I mean, he has to have something special.
Exactly,
Well,
he must be able to throw.
He's 19, turns 20
Right.
later this year. But yeah, I think the impressive thing is he's only allowed 2 hits.
Yeah, well, there you go.
So
everyone's afraid to stand in against him.
28 walks.
He's definitely like Charlie Sheen's character in Major League. Do you like the movie Major League?
Yeah.
That was probably right?
Yeah.
He was Wild Thing.
Yep.
Is there any pitchers you were ever afraid to step in against because you thought they were so...
No, but I tell you, I don't think you're afraid, but you're aware that...
Yeah, you know.
You know that it can go a lot
Could get
of
away
places.
from him, yeah.
It can go a lot of places.
And I looked to see if you ever faced Mitch Wild Thing Williams. I don't think you did. I didn't see it.
I did.
You were against so many guys. And then I did hit Greg Vaughn versus Mitch Williams, where you can add your name. And it didn't come up unless I did it wrong. I don't know. I couldn't find it.
You know what? I can't remember.
You faced like 700 pitchers. I remember we looked up one time you were here. All right. Are we going to the Pirates for the next one? The Andrew McCutchen thing?
Well,
or no, do you have something else?
Yeah, the next one that I had, the number 2 overall pick in this year's draft, by the Reds. His name is Chase Burns. Signed a record rookie deal.
$9 million.
Getting paid more than Paul Skeens got paid last year.
A lot of pressure on that kid now.
For the 2nd overall pick.
Yeah. 2nd overall pick got more than Paul Skeens.
Did the third pick get more than Skeens?
I think I read that too.
He got the same as this kid.
Yeah, I think so. I think I saw that the other day. I'm glad you said that because I remember reading something about it, but it wasn't that kid. Who was the 1st overall pick?
The kid for the Guardians.
He got 7 or 8.
So he got less.
Yeah, he got less.
Because they overslot. They got to do. There's that whole slots and save. Yeah, it's very confusing. Wow, that's a lot of money for a kid to have. And then he shows up, in AA ball, in Ferrari.
That's the worst thing he could do. But
you were over. Oh, go ahead.
But this kid, is he out of high school?
Chase Burns. I think he's out of college.
You were 4th overall pick?
Yeah.
Right. Do you remember your signing bonus? If you don't mind sharing, what was it? A lot? I mean,
no, it was $100,000.
$100,000, which back then was
a lot.
Yeah. What did you do? Do you remember what you did? Maybe
put it in the bank because I did not want to not make it.
Smart man.
Yeah.
Smart man. Very good. But now, could you imagine being drafted and getting $9 million?
I would not be on a video game. I would not be doing anything but hitting baseballs right now.
There you go. Lesson for you kids out there. All right, Ryan. What are we doing next?
Which one did you want to do next?
I thought the Andrew McCutchen one.
Okay.
All right, Kevin Young. I don't know if
KY.
KY was great. First baseman for the Pirates, left, went to the Royals, came back to the Pirates. He's now a color analyst for the Pirates. So he was up in the booth, and Andrew McCutchen was up, and they basically willed him to hit a homer by doing like the reverse jinx thing. So listen to the audio of them begging McCutchen to hit a home run.
I almost feel like Andrew McCutchen's about
Turn
to
it up a little, please, Drew Doug.
Yeah, KY, he is.
He was great.
I like your call. And a 3-1 count. Did we talk about Sanchez, how he never gives up home runs?
So they're just reversing him.
Earlier, I thought we did.
Might have came up.
Yeah.
Oh, bam.
That's loud.
How cool are those all-black unis, too? The all-black uniforms by the Pirates. They wore these on Saturday. They won this game.
What?
And they engineered that homer from my man Kutch. That's a guy. Now, you look at his stats. We talked about it. He's in some exclusive clubs with stolen bases, homers, triples. It's another guy who might need, I don't know, like a little more juice in a couple years to get to the Hall of Fame, or he's just a Hall of Very Good. MVP.
Very good.
Yeah, I know. He hasn't won a ring, so that's going to hurt him unless we win it this year. But I don't know. He's so close.
But you know what? And it's not to take away anything from guys that aren't in the Hall of Fame.
Sure.
Because there's no league higher. But
True.
The Hall of Fame is a special place for special players.
Yeah.
And if they check the box, they check the box.
Checking the boxes, baby. All right, what's next, Ryan?
So from that one,
do you have Tampa Bay loaded up?
The Rays.
Yeah, did we do that one?
Sure.
Just because Greg played there, Tampa Bay. What did you think of Tropicana Field? In Tampa Bay. Yeah, right. Wasn't it? Well, they're trying to get a new stadium, and Ryan found this. It's like a couple $1 billion. So no good memories playing in that's just, it just looks terrible on TV. It looks dark. It's always empty unless it's a playoff game.
Or you're playing the Yankees.
Yeah, the Yankees, right.
Yankees, Orioles, Red Sox.
Red Sox, of course.
Dodgers.
Yeah, road teams travel well. I'm sorry, did we not have it? It's my bad, right? Or no?
It looks like I didn't export it.
Oh, okay, all right.
Well, I'm happy for the people in town.
They deserve it.
Yeah.
I just didn't.
They deserve it.
Yeah, it looks really nice. It's not quite Intuit Stadium, but it looks really nice. All right, so what's next, Ryan? It's calling an audible at the line.
The Astros.
Okay, let's do it. This comeback's phenomenal.
Yeah, so they were 10 games out of first place in the AL West on June 18th, and now 26 games
Yeah, like
later,
in 24 games later.
They're tied for first.
Yeah, that's again, and we've talked about it all year about the Mariners. Solid pitching, team batting average of 217. They're the worst team batting average in the American League. It's just a matter of time before someone's maybe going to catch them. Would it be Texas? This case, it was the Astros who rocketed past them. And the Astros are going to go out and acquire somebody, right? They're going to get an arm. They're going to get another bat. Alvarez hit for the cycle over the weekend.
Yep.
But the money wasn't, we haven't redrafted. We forgot to redraft.
Yeah.
Alex had the Astros, right?
Yes, she did.
Sorry, Alex.
But the Astros are the second team in Major League Baseball history to go from being at least 5 games under 500 and 10 games back of the division, and in fewer than 25 games take the lead.
I think we talked about Houston when you were here one day too, because you knew they were gonna come alive. They just couldn't be. They were at one point like 10 games under 500 early on. You're like, just wait, they'll do
They had
something.
3 starting pitchers out too.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's. Yeah, I'm surprised about Texas though. I can't believe.
Well, they're gonna get DeGrom back, right? Isn't DeGrom coming back soon for Texas?
Yeah, he was making some.
And Scherzer's looking all right. I don't know. It's hard after you win the World Series, right? I mean, there's a little drop off. Everyone's like,
you
all right.
shouldn't be not when you have your team back.
They had the exact same team. I mean, Seager and Simeon.
Yeah.
I don't know. Astros again. They're there. They're still there.
Oh, I found it. If we want to show the Rays thing real quick.
Yeah, show the Rays thing. There you go.
Sure,
So yeah, Greg, it wasn't the best stadium that he ever played in, but here we go. This is the Tampa Bay. This is the proposed new stadium. It is happening, or it's going to happen.
So a 5-3 vote. St. Petersburg officially has a deal to have this stadium built, but they do still need $312 million in funding.
Oh yeah,
from the tourist tax chest, which is scheduled for a vote at the end of this month. So depending on that, then it will be a done deal, and the Rays will stay in St. Petersburg and get a new stadium.
I love that. They're like, hey, look, we have pictures. What else do we need? Oh, $312 million? This is what it'll look like.
Yeah.
Here we go.
That's the addition to the 600 they already have.
Yeah, right, exactly.
From public funding. So now you need 300 from the tourist tax, But, I mean, it's tough to play in that stadium. You know what I mean? It's to play at home every day and get motivated for that. I mean, your pride takes over, but.
Wow.
I mean, they have to do something.
It just looks like it's always just looks so depressing and empty. Is it a retractable roof? I couldn't tell from that.
I
mean, they have to build a dome because it's too hot and it rains and it's too humid, right? They got.
Oh yes, all those things.
Yeah. Yes, all of that.
Yeah,
There's
all
giant alligators and bugs that can kill you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's retractable from the top.
So
but
there's just-
it looks like they're the side windows.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they got to let something in. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Good luck on that vote.
But look at Miami Stadium. I mean, that's unbelievable. And they get 4,000 people.
I know. And they took out the home run sculpture, which I thought it was still there. They took it out how long ago?
A couple years ago.
A couple years ago. Yeah, it was so stupid looking.
I liked it.
They had a nightclub in the left corner. They should have like a Cuban Latino nightclub
That was
with
probably
music.
sold out every night.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
That was me dancing. Don't put that in the montage. Okay, all right. Yeah, he's already earmarking it. All right, what's next, Ryan? Couple left.
We'll use this as the last one.
Okay.
So the Raiders sent out their season ticket packages.
This is phenomenal.
So a lot of teams do something special with their season ticket packages. Give
Did you see this? Watch
fans
this.
Something. But this year it was a treasure chest.
With the voice of John Facenda, who did all the highlights in the 70s.
Swaggering voice.
That's awesome. Lift it up, and there are the tickets.
Yeah, but like a little treasure
Cool LED thing.
treasure map. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Sick.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
There are the tickets that he will sell to fans from opposing teams. Does he have the Steeler ones in there? Give me a call, dude. Let's see. That is unbelievable. The Steeler tickets are the highest priced secondary market price of any event ever there.
Santonio, I know he said he's going to come out because he already gave me the schedule. Santonio,
Right.
I think Greg might come out too that weekend.
Greg Lloyd?
Yeah.
And if you need like a little white guy going with him, let him know. I'm here.
Yeah, my agent was a little white guy.
Me, Greg, I want to go to the game. Screw the agent. I want to go see the Steelers play, and I don't want to spend $1 million on a ticket.
We'll work on that.
See tell Santonio I was there. I was there at the Super Bowl.
Santonio's great. Vegan. You should see his diet to this day, dude.
Oh, yeah, still? Looks like he could probably still play?
Oh, yes.
All right. I liked him at Ohio State. When we drafted him, I was very excited.
You know, when people say we, like
I'm part of the team, Greg.
Okay. We.
I have memory. If I have
Do you trade? Do you make the trades too?
I make calls. I'm consulted.
He's the
front office.
the Cleveland Browns GM.
Yeah, no. There was this thing on Friday we showed. It had your birth month and whatever.
Your role with an
and your
NFL
role,
job.
and it was like March. I was a general manager, and whatever day of the week it was the Browns. So, you were the DJ for someone, Denver Broncos DJ. I didn't realize DJ was on. What were you?
The backup quarterback for the Niners.
Not a bad gig.
You know what? That's a good
gig.
Yeah, that's the best gig.
Do we have that? We'll look up, Greg. Do we have that? You wouldn't have that, would you?
Cancer?
From Friday? Okay, hold on. Greg will let you know what, according to this chart someone made, what you would be.
Can we say that?
Friday.
What's that?
Can you say it on air?
What do you mean?
That could be a lot of things.
No, here it is. Okay, so what do we got? What's your July 3rd, am I right?
Yep.
Look at that. I remembered your birthday. When's my birthday?
I haven't been here yet. For
Okay. Here's how you'll never forget my birthday. It's the only day of the year when shouted is a command. March 4th. So March 4th. You'll never forget that now.
Okay. I'll put that in my notes.
Put that in your notes, March 4th. So you're July. So what would he be? A mascot?
For the Jaguars.
So July, you'd be a mascot, and you were born on the 3rd for the Panthers.
Sir Purr.
What is that his name? Sir Purr.
Sir Purr is the mascot.
So you'd be a mascot for the Carolina Panthers, the greatest,
sweating to death and the humidity of Carolina,
and for the greatest team in the world, the Carolina Panthers.
You talking about signing bonuses? My son got over 400, and he was a 4th round pick.
No, wow! And you were 4th overall and got 100.
Hey, I wouldn't trade it.
Yeah, hey, that's right. Worked out pretty well for you. 355 career home runs. Greg, we appreciate you coming in on these random Monday, or pretty much a rotation on these Mondays when you come in, and then you always go over at South Point and you get paid.
I know. I got to go back to valet and get my.
You got to get your ticket and come back in.
Out of the car.
Yeah, that's why I think Chris Andrews takes Mondays off. He's like, Vaughn's coming in to take money again.
He took Monday off again.
But during football season, the summer, he takes Mondays off.
Okay, I can't wait for football.
Yeah, football. We can't wait for football season. How many days? 45 days.
You guys have fantasy?
We're going to do a fantasy draft. I haven't done fantasy in like 10 years. I'm being pulled back in. Is that an
excuse already, or I don't know what that
It just monopolizes my life, Greg. I get too involved. I'm checking waiver wire all day, every day. I'm checking, and it becomes. Now, Nagel wanted to get me into a league one year with him. He had Pete Harnish.
That's our league. We have 2 of them.
Yeah, but the entry fee is like $10,000.
He wasn't going to make you pay.
All right. Well, Ryan and I can co-manage a team. Maybe we get a free spot.
Ryan, analytic guy. You're my general manager. You're my general manager.
Well, I guess you can be the mascot then. You can be the Carolina mascot for the team. Ryan's the GM.
Can we say congratulations to Xander Schauffele, friend of mine?
Oh, you know Xander.
Well done.
Won the second major of the year, right? There it is right now, right there.
Yep.
Xander Schauffele.
Better person too.
Better person too. I like it. You always, that's important.
It is, because these guys are great guys.
Yeah. What do you say about me when people ask?
Great guy.
Better person. Little hesitation there. Did you have money on Xander?
Always, yeah.
That's right, because you mentioned, I think, for the Masters, that was your guy.
Yep.
All right, maybe, is that the ticket you're cashing?
No.
Okay. He's got others. All right, 200 episodes, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow, we have Alex White will be here on Tuesday and Wednesday this week because she's taking Friday off. So back-to-back days with Alex White in the chat room. Thank you to everybody out there. Was there anything there you wanted to see or point out there, Ryan?
Joey B asked if you'll sign your shoes today and give them to a random.
I could sign. I just got these though. I don't want to have to give them away. There's just some.
Those are nice.
I only wear Nike. I'm sponsored by Nike.
Hey,
I'm not.
I used to be.
Yeah, were you? That was good. That's my favorite.
I never traded.
By the way, this shirt that I got at a place, looked it up. I was like, I really like the fit on this one. To see it's a George shirt. Okay, yeah, hold on. It's a George shirt, and they're from Walmart. It's a Walmart brand, but I pull it off. Thank you for fixing my collar. Greg Vaughn. Vaughn, he just fixed my collar. All right. Anyway, 200 episodes. We couldn't thank you enough. What?
Great guy.
He's a great guy.
Hey, you got to say that now.
Even better person.
I have a new
Greg Vaughn, even a better person. Denny Nagel will be here August 5th through the 9th. That's 2 Mondays from now.
Oh, God.
Nagel will be here for the whole week. I know you're going to come in and hang one show with Denny, right?
Yeah. You know what? I don't drink during the week, so that's good. So that's
you
perfect.
save it up for the weekend?
Yeah.
All right. Well, he's coming in Monday through Friday. I don't know what his flight schedule is. You might have to go off that. You might have to drink on like a Monday or Tuesday night.
No, he'll be here Monday through Friday. Okay.
Yeah, he's unless he comes in on a Sunday. Is Sunday a drinking night?
Yeah, still the weekend.
Yeah, that's true. But we got to get ready for Monday. All right, I think this is our longest show. It's our 200th show. It makes sense. Anything else? That's it. Thank you, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow with Alex White.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Jeff Parles on Thursday, and on Friday, mystery surprise. So anyway, thank you for watching 200 shows. Punchies, you're the best. See you tomorrow. Lines stands for Live in Nevada every show.